So, for example, I'll give you a story example is Jack Canfield, who's the co-creator of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. Well, I had somebody at my show one time, and they were telling me this story about how they were at a Tony Robbins event, and Jack was sitting at the back of the room. Now, Jack and Tony are friends. Jack could go backstage and talk to Tony and learn all this stuff, but Jack was there filling up a notebook of what he was learning while listening to Tony Robbins. And then they said at the table across from Jack, like right next to him on the other side, he watched this 19-year-old. He guessed it was 19-year-old that was looking at Jack, shaking his head. And, like, look at this old guy writing all this stuff and what have you. And he said, how weird is it that Jack, who at the time I think was 70, who doesn't need this anymore at all, is taking all these notes. And this guy who's 19 could use Jack's notes and still doesn't get it. But my point is, what I've discovered is Zig Ziglar. I interviewed the late Zig Ziglar before his passing. And I asked him what he was reading. At the time, he had lost his short-term memory, but he still had his wit. He still had his desire to learn. And he said at this point, he had less time, so he's only reading things that were either true or things that would improve his life. He was 84, and he was still investing in learning. And this goes across the board.